Today we're going to look at box and whisker plots, or box plots. I still like calling them box and whisker though, because they look like a box with whiskers. Okay. The learning goal is I can create a box and whisker plot from a given set of data. What is a box and whisker plot? A box and whisker plot is a way to organize data by creating a box to visualize the data. It helps also tell us how far the data is spread out. Okay, where it says to glue, we're not going to glue, we're just going to write the words a little bit bigger here. So the first word, I'm actually just going to highlight it, you might want to highlight too, is the minimum. The minimum is the smallest value. And on the other side of that, we have the maximum. The maximum, of course, is the largest value. Then we have the median. The median still means the middle. Okay, then we have the lower half, the middle of the lower half of the data. And we also have the middle of the upper half of the data. Okay, these are called, this is called the upper quartile, and otherwise known as UQ, if you notice here, upper quartile. And over here, the middle of the lower half is called the lower quartile. Hopefully you see in the word quartile the word quarter. Okay, notice the data is broken up into 4 parts. Here's a part, here's another part, here's the third part, and here's the fourth part. So we should see 4 parts. Each of those parts of the data is an equal percentage, represents an equal percentage. From the minimum to the lower quartile is 25%. In here, from the lower quartile to the median is 25% of the data. From the middle to the upper quartile is 25%. And from the upper quartile to the maximum is another 25% of the data. Now, to create a box and whisker, what we do is we first put the data in order. We order it from least to greatest. Then we create a number line, making sure our number line goes from at least the minimum up to the maximum. And then we put a dot at the minimum number, which was 2, and we put a dot above the maximum number, which was 10. Next, we find the median. So first we put a dot and we find the minimum. Then we do the maximum. Next, we find the median. Okay, and again, the median, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers here. So our median is going to be between the third number and the fourth number. So what comes between 5 and 6? 5.5. So here we find the number 5, we find the number 6, and I usually start with a dot in between. So in between the 5 and the 6, I put another dot. Next, we have to find the lower and the upper quartiles. Okay, the lower set of data are these 3 numbers. The upper set are these 3 numbers. The lower quartile is the middle of these 3 numbers, which is 4. The upper quartile is the middle of the top three numbers, which is 7. Then I put a dot above 4 and a dot above 7. Even though mine's already drawn for me, you now should have 5 dots on your paper. Around the middle 3 dots, we're going to make a box. And we're going to put a line through our median. Then we're going to take our pencil and we're going to connect those 2 dots and these 2 dots to make our whiskers. Okay, and that's it. That's a box and whisker plot. You may say, when will I use this in life? And I'm going to tell you when you take a statistics class. Okay? In all honesty, I do not use these very often, nor do I see these often in life. But I have seen them in statistics classes, which you will take in high school and most likely in college. So you're going to try the your turn problems on the next page. Good luck, and we'll check these in class tomorrow.